Yeah, that splotch here. It's really probing, basically, the earliest structures we know in the universe. When you look at this image, there are lots of splotches all over the place. What made you look at that one in particular? We had already seen this object in the very early data we obtained nearly 2 years ago, and I think the surprising thing was that it's actually very bright. Our initial reaction was, well, it cannot be that distant because it's too bright. So, we took better data, and in particular, we conducted spectroscopy, which clearly showed that no, this yellow blob here is indeed the most distant galaxy we have ever seen. Something very strange is happening in the early universe, and scientists have no clue why. Their theories are failing to explain these strange mysteries. Scientists are finding thousands of unusual objects in deep field images, and they have no idea what exactly they're looking at. Recently, astronomers discovered many strange objects in the early universe, and they stated that these are not galaxies because these objects are completely different compared to early galaxies. In addition, the Webb Telescope looked deep into the universe beyond the Dark Ages for the first time, and what it found has astonished astronomers. Most scientists agree that the universe began about 13.8 billion years ago. However, the strange structures revealed in these images challenge this timeline and could lead to major shifts in cosmology. In light of these groundbreaking observations, several Nobel laureates suggest that the early universe might be vastly different from what we thought. Some even proposed the radical idea that the universe may not have had a beginning at all. Instead, they speculate that the distant universe, which we consider the early universe, may actually be something entirely different that we do not yet understand. The lambda CDM model of cold dark matter and dark energy is considered the standard. According to that model, some of these objects scientists are observing from the early universe are too massive. They contain too many stars to have formed in such a short time. If this were the case, all the ordinary matter in the universe would have had to go into these objects, which just doesn't make sense. There simply isn't enough ordinary matter to produce that many stars. So, what did the James Webb Telescope observe at the very edge of our universe, and why are scientists claiming these discoveries could change everything? Since 1929, we've known that galaxies in the universe are moving away from each other because the space between them is expanding. However, this expansion is not as simple as it seems. It has no central point. This means that wherever you stand in the universe, you will see everything moving away from you, as if each point is the center of the universe. Scientists have also observed that space is not only expanding, but it is accelerating. This means that distant galaxies are moving away from us at a faster rate than nearby galaxies. Now let's assume that Earth is located right here. When you look deep into space using the Webb Telescope, you will see that everything is moving away from Earth. As we know, the farther a galaxy is, the faster it is moving away from us. So when we look at distant galaxies, we find that in a specific region of space, some galaxies are moving away from us at the speed of light. Scientists call this region the Hubble sphere, and the galaxies beyond that region are moving away from us faster than the speed of light. Common sense would suggest that we will never be able to see the light coming from those galaxies because it's moving away from us at a speed faster than light. Surprisingly, though, this isn't true. We can still see galaxies beyond the Hubble sphere because the Hubble sphere itself is expanding due to the accelerating expansion of space. As this region expands, it brings more distant galaxies into our view, even those moving faster than the speed of light. There is, however, a limit to how far we can see into the universe, called the observable universe, which is about 92 billion light-years across. If you look at the edge of this region from Earth, you will see a universe filled with cosmic microwave background radiation. This is because, when we look deep into the universe, we are actually looking into the distant past. Consider this. The most distant galaxy ever discovered by the Webb Telescope is JADESGSZ14, which exists within the observable universe. Here, we are actually observing the galaxy as it was when the universe was just 290 million years old. Right now, this galaxy has moved beyond the boundaries of the observable universe, and we cannot say what it looks like anymore. Its matter may have transformed into new stars or galaxies long ago. The universe extends beyond the observable universe. There are more galaxies and stars out there that continue into infinity. Remember, this boundary of the observable universe is only for us here on Earth. For other species that live beyond it, the the volume of their observable universe would be different. According to our standard cosmological model, about 14 billion years ago, the entire observable universe, and everything beyond it that we can't see, would have been compressed into a tiny infinite point known as the singularity. But if the universe is infinite, and evidence suggests it might be, then it was always infinite. In this case, the Big Bang would have happened literally everywhere. This means that the first galaxies didn't form in any specific region of space. They formed everywhere in the universe, even beyond the observable universe. It appears that matter came into existence everywhere in the universe at a particular time. The cosmic microwave background radiation that we observe from all directions is the first light emitted by matter. So, this is what our theories tell us about the universe's size and origin. But wait, the recent discoveries from the James Webb Telescope are seriously challenging these theories. We expected the Webb Telescope to see the first stars and galaxies at the edge of our universe, but instead, it recently observed many strange bright objects that don't appear to be early galaxies. Numerous studies have been conducted to understand more about these objects, but scientists remain puzzled. A recent study published in the Astrophysical Journal found 87 galaxies that may have existed only 200 million to 400 million years after the Big Bang. This discovery shocked scientists, as our current theories suggest that the universe shouldn't have been able to form so many galaxies so quickly. Hao Jingyan, an astronomer and one of the study's authors, stated that even if only a few of these galaxies are confirmed, it would mean we need to rethink our understanding of galaxy formation in the early universe. Look at this fascinating image. It shows a unique early galaxy that challenges everything we know about galaxy formation. Normally, galaxies are made up of a variety of materials like gas and dust that orbit their centers. These materials are crucial for star formation. However, the Webb Telescope recently identified 3 galaxies from the early universe that have puzzled astronomers. Spectroscopy data reveals that these galaxies have converted 100% of their material into stars, a phenomenon thought to be impossible according to our current cosmological models. These findings have left astronomers with many questions. They are now questioning how these galaxies formed so early and why they appear so different from what our theories predicted. Some scientists suggest that these objects might not actually be galaxies at all, but something entirely different that we have yet to understand. In the end, we can say that no one really knows what these objects are. Well, that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to share your thoughts on what these mysterious objects could possibly be.